Is it that important to explicitly show emotions? On Saturday, July 9, Elena Rybakina won the Wimbledon ladies singles title, which was a great moment for her as she was a player who struggled with a lot of things. However, post her win, a lot of people pointed out one thing a lot. She did not react much.
Again, the moments you dream of.
She's a cool customer. Very tepid response.
Didn't even react when she won Wimbledon.
No.
This got me thinking, is it really that important to show a huge explicit emotion or a huge explicit reaction in order to imply that you are happy with something? Is a smile on the face not enough? People who are calm and collected all the time have a huge advantage in being able to think reasonably and logically. When they win, they show their happiness not by making a big reaction on their face, but rather by their actions. You know how the saying goes, actions speak louder than words. Sure, emotions are an important part of human being. After all, that's what differentiates us from a lot of things. However, does one really need to have a high level of emotion when they win something major? Is it really that unacceptable to just treat this as another win? Did no one see Elena's face? How much happiness was on her face post winning? Regarding the psychology of emotions, one of the most researched questions is whether emotions are universal or not. Emotions are categorized in two factors for reasons: biological and cultural. One of the research papers, however, goes on to argue that the question of emotions being universal or not should be replaced by questions concerning the degree of relative contribution of biological and cultural factors. One example of this is an experiment wherein researchers secretly watched Japanese and American participants watching videos of amputations and surgeries and noticed that people showed disgust at the gory images. However, when the scenario was changed by having a scientist in the room with the participants, the Japanese participants tended to mask their disgust with smiles. This is because in Japanese culture, it is typically less acceptable to show strong negative emotions in front of others. The argument here is not that humans should not be emotional at all. In fact, the research paper I mentioned earlier goes on to say that without emotions, humans could not make rapid decisions such as attack, flee, defend, or approach something useful. The only thing, however, is that it is not important to be concerned about the degree to which people show their emotions. Because after all, humans are humans, irrespective of how much emotion shows on their face.